still gonna do this. Un momento. Un momento. What is poppin'? Whoever's on IG Live.
What up, what up? She's about to go live.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Oh, fuck.
You guys are experiencing the behind the scenes of Evolve with
The first
Nicolette.
5 minutes is going to be of me, like, on the computer. Oh, fuck. This is hilarious. Okay, now we're going, oh, hi, Mo. What's up, girl? What's going on? Oh, hi, Lotte. Lotte's in here, too. What's happening? Okay, now we're going live. Now we're going. I can't. That is so funny. Oh man, what a birthday wish, big time, is for a fucking producer, soundboard, just other people to do this other shit because it's too much for me. Oh my god, what is poppin', y'all? We are live in the motherfucking studio, live from TG and Latinx. It's my motherfucking birthday tomorrow.
Woo! Yeah.
And it is just, it's all a little bit too much, I must say. Let me move this. Okay, let me move. Okay, there we go. We are live everywhere. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We're on the motherfucking radio. And it's a whole vibe already. I was just telling Jackie, because Jackie came in to save the day. Oh, wait, yeah. Y'all, I've been feeling a sort of ways the past couple of days. There's a lot of going on, and I feel like we'll have a whole episode on this anxiety I've been feeling, like eventually. But I'm still too much in it that I don't really want to get all the way into it. But I'm just feeling it's a lot. It's a lot, but it has nothing to do with me turning the age that I'm turning. By the way, 34 is the motherfucking vibe. Like, I thought I was popping when I was 24. I thought I was popping in my 20s. No, I'm popping right the fuck now. Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I thought in my 20s I had it all fucking figured out, and I didn't know shit then. I didn't know anything
Facts.
then. But you feel so grown once you hit 21, and that really ain't it. Like I can't imagine my kids having kids the age I had kids, like at 23, 24, 25. What? No, I don't know. No, that's why when people will be like, I remember when I was having kids, like in my 20s, like a lot of my friends were like, oh, I want to have kids now, and I was like, no, you don't. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. Like it's, and I'm not that I regret my sons at all. I don't. This is all my husband's fault because he's old, right, and snagged me up. That's why my life accelerated the way how it did. So it's it's a whole other level. But for my kids, I definitely would encourage a lot more traveling, a lot more just experiencing life. Um, and not that it's a bad thing, but I had to basically grow up as I had to raise myself as I was raising my kids, if that makes sense. Like I think it's so crazy that when we come out of high school, that we're expected to know what the fuck we want to do with the rest of our life at 18. That's why I think like college and all that, like it's a good experience, but I think it's so naive to think that like we're gonna pick something that we're gonna do for the rest of our life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we're still at the beginning of life.
Yeah.
right? You've only lived on this earth when you enter college for 2 decades. That's about it. That's crazy. So for people who are like, oh, like I don't have it all figured out, and well, this ain't it. That's old paradigm shit. Like I'm told, I had a whole nother show script that I was supposed to be going off, and I'm just going off of a rant right now. But this is my Buddha moment of like, go live your fucking life without having to like put a label. Or it's great to have goals. Like yes, have goals, try all types of things, but the point is to live. That's what I'm trying to say. To live and to dream as big as the fuck you want to dream. Like, do you want to go to Europe? Like, here's the thing. Me growing up Mexican and Filipino, especially Filipino, what's ingrained in you from a very young moment, a very young moment in your life is that you have to go to school all the way to college and do everything in this certain order so that you don't disappoint your ancestors because they have sacrificed so much for you to get here that you must go and do all of these steps. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's so much pressure to put on someone that has only lived for 2 decades of their life. Like I'm not gonna lie, like that my Asian culture, my Filipino culture of basically putting all your dreams onto your child, like that is all old paradigm type shit. Like let's not do that no more. Because we end up being adults that are like confused as fuck, like I must say. And I think it's naive that in this big grand world that we live in to just already pick like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And it's great because there are people who live like that, but then that's why we have things like midlife crisis, and when people retire they don't know what to fucking do with themselves, because you basically were just, I don't know, like just going with what everything else, like I don't know. My 34 download of today is go live your motherfucking life and do it all, do everything, do it all, experience, go travel. Obviously not right now because of the pandemic, but the plans to do so. Keith, Keith is in the chat and he's like, it's okay to say that you don't want your kids anymore. That's what grandparents are for. Oh my god, I'm fucking dying, dude. What's up, Lourdes? She said you're popping, bitch. Yes. My dad, yeah, exactly. She put at Keith. My dad don't want mine either. Girl, yes. My mom literally, when I got pregnant, was like, I'm not gonna be that grandma that will watch your kids, and she doesn't.
Wow.
No. So for real. And God has said exactly what I'm trying to say right now. See, that's why she says, yeah, people living according to the script. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, think about that. How much of it that you want, like when you get out of college, is it you or is it your parents? Mm-hmm. So I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm unlearning. So that's what I'm saying. Like as I'm raising my kids, I had to raise myself. So I'm finally starting to feel like, even though I'm in my birthday cloud, right? 34 is popping. And I'm not ashamed of it. Or I'll say, like, I turned 29 for the 5th time today, like tomorrow. So what's up to Kirsten in the chat? So yeah, this whole episode today is all about, certified Mamastoa vibes, because I finally feel okay. And even though my mental health is always, a thing, because it is a thing, and that's what we need to normalize, is that it's totally normal to feel all the feels. It's totally normal not to have everything figured out. But the goal that you strive for is to live, not to survive, but to thrive, if that makes any sense at all. And if you've been listening to my podcast, I say that all the time. I'm done surviving. It's time for me to start living. And with, along with the birth of my sons, like I feel like my life started when I had them, because it kind of feel like everything was super chaotic. Like everything was kind of like falling apart and falling into place all at the same time. But I had to peel back the layer, right? As I saw the way how I was mothering them, as I saw the way how I was nurturing and loving on them, I also saw the bad habits that I brought into my parenting. So that basically was the catalyst of me being on the self-healing journey, right? I didn't know then. It took a whole another 10 years for me to like get on that. But I knew like when I was 23, 24, having them, that I was like, this doesn't feel right, but I didn't know how to handle it. So shout out to the pandemic for now having free fucking therapists now. Let's normalize that. Oh, Kristen said, happy birthday. Thank you. All the Virgo vibes. And that's also, too, why I'm feeling a ways. New moon in Virgo, y'all. So I'm feeling all the things. But I do want to remind people that if you're with me on IG Live, you can call me in the studio right now. So you need to get off IG Live, download the Good News Radio Network app, and hit TJ and Latinx on the stations, and you can actually call me on the studio. So I have the phone line open if you want to get it cracking like that. So shout out to J Funk. I can see you and all your emojis, girl, on Instagram Live. So yeah, call me if you're down. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. For me, I want to recognize that it is my Shaquille O'Neal year, and I'm super ready for it. Because just like I was saying, I feel like I'm naked in this life right now. I don't have a lot of chains on me like the way how I used to. One of the things I did master of this bad bitch energy is that I highly give a fuck about what people think about me anymore. And it's so freeing. Like, I cannot explain how freeing. Now, I am a Virgo, so I'm still kind of sensitive, but I get it over it in like 1.5 days or 1.5 hours. It really ranges. Whereas before, people's opinions would consume me for months, weeks, months, years. But we're on that healing journey, baby, and I don't feel that way anymore. So yeah, and I feel like Shaq right now, buying all the Papa Johns and reframing a lot of things. I feel like we're out here trying to get our multiple franchises, and I'm excited that we're doing so now. With this new moon, I feel like it's a rebirth for me. With a new moon, it's a new cycle, right? A rebirth. And with this being, tomorrow being my birthday, it's my solar return around the sun. So I'm basking in all of these beautiful birthday vibes. But like I was saying, I'm kind of, in a funk, but it happens. Jackie called it birthday blues. So that's pretty accurate. And I'm not really, tripping on it. I know that it'll subside. It was more about like, I'm just more aware. And that's what I'm super thankful for now, is the awareness of everything. And with that, because back in my 20s, I used to feel this way a lot, and I couldn't really put my finger on it. So it would manifest into me being petty, angry, snappy, super moody. Just, full disclosure, I'm still super moody, so just don't, get on that side of things. But you know what I'm saying? Like back then, I would be super busy and like fill my plate up with so much stuff and then still complain that I didn't have time. Whereas now, I, without question, take shit off my plate now. And it's like, ooh, if it doesn't feel good, I'm not doing this anymore. Ooh, if I'm not doing that, I'm not feeling it's not like I take it off. And my boundaries, I exercise them and I make them super clear all the time. So that is one thing that I'm so glad that I have gotten a hold of, and nowadays, like, age holds so much weight, right? So much pressure to be so accomplished and have everything figured out. by this time, but I'm so glad times are changing, right? I was talking about the old paradigm of our parents putting their dreams onto us. And, you know, I felt like when I was having kids, like I felt like this senora when I really wasn't. Um, and I'm just glad that I'm in this stage of my life where I feel super secure. Oh wow. Okay, so that's a phone call.
No, no, great.
Oh, here. I almost declined. You're calling the Evolve with Nicolette a podcast. How can I help you?
Happy birthday
Yes.
to you. Happy birthday. Woo!
Yes. Can I ask who's calling? I just wanted to just let everybody know who was calling. I already know who it was. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for calling me. That was dope. As you I feel like I manifested you right now because as I was reading my script, I was like, probably nobody's gonna call right now. And then bam, here you go, bitch. Yes. Oh. Listen, yeah, we're gonna tell Keith that our Hispanic parent or our Mexican parents are not those parents that want to take our kids at all. Like my mom is like, no, I don't have time.
Fact.
mm, mm. That's Tito. Shout out to Tito and the everlasting life, okay? Because I swear to God, I'll never forget that live. I can't. Man, bitch. You know what? It's a bunch of things. I must say, my anxiety is through the roof. You know this. I've been dealing with a lot of COVID. A lot of people have COVID that I know of, and it's like, I just want to go to Hawaii, bitch. Yes, yes. It, listen, and it's something that my husband cannot get a hold of, bitch. I'm like, are you still passing the blunt around here? Are you sharing blood still? Oh my god, that is fantastic. I tell him, and he's like, oh no, his COVID protocols are not California, you know what I mean? They're not up to par with California's standard, and that is something that gets on my nerves because I'd be over here like HR bitch, do not pass that blunt, sir. Do not do it. And then he does it, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta throw the whole husband in the trash. Shit, stressing me out. Yes, yes, we gotta. I can't or he asked me oh, where do you want to go eat tomorrow? Nowhere, nowhere. We can't go anywhere. Are you serious? No, my kids have the COVID test on Thursday. We can't go anywhere. Sir, what? Yeah, I want to be like Kathy Hilton and order Ruth's Chris, if it's fucking McDonald's.
Oh my god.
I'm so I gotta let everybody know that I have made Goddess go back to being a Real Housewives hoe because I need someone to talk about these things with. I can't. I have to. Um, and yes. Girl, same. I think I'm behind too. So let's get it all the way together. I needed somebody to talk to about the Erica Jane stuff. So now I'm glad that you're all caught up. Thank you for coming back and getting addicted right with me. And for all the things, I appreciate you, girl. That is one thing that 2020 and 2021 brought me was Goddess, and I'm so thankful for it. Like, come on. Yes. Oh. Yes. Oh. Girl, I love you so much. Thank you so much for that. Shout out to Peebo in the background. It would not be a good birthday episode without Peebo in the fucking background. Oh, like I was FaceTiming Goddess like 2 days ago, Jackie, and fucking Peebo popped out of fucking nowhere on her shoulder, and I'm like, is he like in your bra? Like, where is he? Like, is he permanently living on the back of your like shirt? Like, I don't understand. It is the best thing. He is the absolute right bird for you. It is fantastic. Thank you so much, bitch. I feel the exact same. I appreciate you calling it. Oh, this, no. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I gotta visit my fucking cousins in fucking San Diego, bitch. Yes. Appreciate you. Love you. Yes. Bye. Oh my god. Oh, the fucking studio didn't burn down when the call came through. I'm so excited. I literally lost sleep and was like, I don't know if I want to put this stuff on the phone line on because it might burn down the whole studio. Keith said something that was super relatable. He said, I don't even tell people when it's my birthday because I low key be feeling like it's way too much pressure to respond to everyone that tells me happy birthday. I thought this was exclusive to me. Like, not gonna lie, like a bitch wants like a full on party, but then like I don't want to deal with everybody coming over because then I feel pressure. Like I gotta spend time with everyone. You don't want to be a dick and just be drunk in the pool. Like you don't want to do that. But it happened. So yeah, Keith, yes, so relatable. That is me right now. That is so me. And not only that, like, you know, we're Virgos and my husband, so it's first my youngest son, my middle son, who's on the 5th, which was a couple days ago. It's me on the 8th, and then my husband turns 40 on the 16th. So for Moose, he was like, fuck everybody else's birthday, it's my birthday. I swear to God. So all of us are kind of just like saying to ourselves until the kids got to take this damn COVID test to go to Hawaii, bitch. But hopefully we'll be able to be there. If not, send soup to my house because it's gonna be one or the other. But we are trying to manifest all the beautiful things, and I can't wait. It's been exciting the past couple the last year or so, even 2020, even though with all the uncertainty, right, and all the devastation and all the things, I found myself in 2020, like actually being appreciative of who and what I look like and what I do. I started to really like not give a fuck about being on Instagram without having any makeup on. So I have a shitload of videos of me being fresh faced, and I'm not dying anymore when I post those videos. Sometimes I'm a little bit too comfortable and want to do everything with no face, but you know, a bitch gotta serve sometimes. But like, I mean, falling in love with myself is what happened in 2020, and then in 2021 it's more like just channeling all that energy and being secure with what I want to do, which is empowering women of color. And that's on that because we do it all. So I feel like I'm just starting. And we have villainized the 30s, right? Mid 30s, that you're old, you're an old maid if you haven't had babies at this point. Like the amount of women who are very, very stressed about having kids. Like, yes, biological clock is a thing, but like Janet Jackson had a baby at 50, bitch.
Did she do?
I think she did.
Oh shit.
I think I read that the other day. So we can do it all. And if you think about it, 50 is only halfway towards your like only half of your life so far. So, and I think that's also another thing too, is that we have been made to believe that yes, you're not sure of what's the future, but we have been scared into thinking that life is short when it actually is super long. Like we always live at the edge of our seat of like, I gotta do it. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And it's like, actually, no, bitch. Like, I think we'll be okay. The intention of just going for it is what you want to do and not leaving anything to regret, but to also understand that like this life is long and you don't have to rush through it if you're not ready. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like with, going back to what I was saying earlier about age holding so much weight and the pressure to be so accomplished and have everything figured out by this time, I'm glad that now people are talking about like not having everything figured out and normalizing that feeling of being okay. Um, and I'm someone that I look at the glass super full now, not half full, not a little bit. I look at it as, bitch, we're good. And it's just to start living that way, and I know that I have done so much like self-care and self-love, and not just the bubble baths and shit. I'm actually talking about like doing the work of putting shit to bed, right? Healing the things that like don't feel that great to overcome. But that moment of when like, oh snap, I could actually put this down. I'm super, super thankful and super grateful. The chat is popping. What's up to Celia? She said, happy early birthday. Hope you have a great birthday eve and get to celebrate how you want. Yes, bitch. I accept and receive and amplify that times 10. Thank you so much. It's another birthday in this fucking pandemic, and it's okay. It is what it is, and I'm just not gonna dwell on that part anymore and just keep on living, because that's what I feel like I did for a big portion of my life. It's just always like what coulda, shoulda, woulda, and I don't want to reside there anymore. Before I get to my Tuesday download, I want to do a commercial break. So I'm excited because I think we're gonna figure it out this time. So here's a special sponsor commercial. Oh my god. Where's me that at? Did I mess up earlier? Oh, did I mess up earlier?
No.
Oh, okay, because you were showing me something on your phone.
I wanted to give you the phone number, but I just put it in the chat for your Instagram followers.
Thank you. Yes, the studio didn't burn down, bitch. This is 34. I'm super excited for that, man. It has been a long ways, a couple episodes to finally get that commercial right. And I think we finally did it. Watch It actually didn't play.
No. It played.
It played. I think it played. We finally got it right. We got the right one. I think we got it. So I'm excited. Listen, we're progressing. We are progressing in this life. With my Tuesday download, I have come to realize that I'm a certified Mamastoa. We are coming off of certified lover boy vibes. A lot of us are pregnant now. A lot
With Drake's baby.
with Drake's babies. But I must say that album is super, super good. And if you don't like it, it wasn't meant for you. Like my husband was like, "Oh, I'm not really feeling it." I was like, "Because you didn't really understand the assignment. Like that's not like either I'm pregnant right now or I'm not. Like come on now." Like that is what he is saying. Are you guys not hearing his message? So with coming off of his album that was released on the 3rd, okay, I have realized listening to his whole thing that I am certified. I'm a certified mama sota. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? I feel young, but now I'm the OG. Like, I got all the Drake quotes all day. Like, insert Drake toxic caption right here. Like, that is how I'm walking around in this life right now. And I feel like I said this before that in my 20s, I knew I was a bad bitch, but it was a trauma response. I walked around with a fucking chip on my shoulder because I was super, super insecure of everything, of everyone, everything. And now being in my 30s and working on myself, I'm not like that anymore. So bad bitch energy is literally me just being me with and functioning out of my highest and greatest good. Um, and that's on that. Like there's no conditions to it, and I feel like whoever can relate to this, like you're already on that bad bitch level also. Like there's a certain way of doing things when you reach this ascendance, okay? Where we're, like, bitch, if you want to come along, like, come with me. Like, I'm not explaining nothing. Just come and enjoy the vibe. Come and let's go to the vision together. Let's go get this back. All the things. But not with the what girl, where are we going, who we riding with. No, 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 no. When we are secure with that, we're just like, okay, yeah, we're just going together. And that's what I mean. So when you're doing like a word chop with me, if you're on Magical Head Morning with me, girl, we're just healing together. Okay? We are going through this life being magical healed bitches, and I am here for it. Like I'm driving the bus, bitch. This pink sparkly bus of healed, beautiful women getting all the things that they ever wanted in this life. And listen, if you don't have, I don't have all the things that I have dreamed of yet, but they're on their way, and I trust. Like that is the thing. Bad bitches trust in their path, and I feel like I don't have to walk around and prove anything anymore like I used to. I always had to feel. I had this like feeling of like, oh, I got to do this because this person's gonna say this. Oh, I gotta go do this because this person's gonna think this. I don't really give a fuck anymore. I don't care. And that's what it is. The amount of fucks I give to anyone else's opinion of me, is it about none? Is it about zero? And I'm excited that I'm finally here, bitch, because all my 20s, I look back and I'm just like, damn. Not that it was a waste, but fuck, I spent a lot of time worrying about everybody else at the expense of my mental health. And we're not doing that anymore. And with all that aside, I understand that I'm worthy of all that is beautiful in this life, and it is my calling to remind every single woman of color just that. Like I said, fucking jump in the fucking pink sparkly bus with me, bitch, and we're going to the motherfucking moon. Like that is where we're going. I have this amazing vision for the future, and old Nico would have just tried to convince everyone to see it too. And I'm not in the business of convincing anybody anymore. I just know now that the vision is only meant for me, and just to act on inspired action from here on out until it comes to fruition, because it will. Like, like it is that simple. Like there are no conditions to this shit. Like whoever you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, divine, all the things, all of it's the same, by the way. And all of that power is within you also. So when you realize that you are also divine, that you are a motherfucking goddess, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, all it is just a matter of it coming to me, and nothing less than that. So with 2020 came a lot of bad and unfortunate things, but that is the year that I really dove back into myself and understood that I am whole and complete all by my motherfucking self as is. Yes, do I want to change some things? Yes, a bitch needs to lose weight. Yes, we need to, do a couple of things here and there. But at the end of the day, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm fine. I'm fantastic. Like, what I have and what I need is already inside of me, and nothing else has to come outside of that, right? Like, nobody else can validate me, nobody else can make me all that is wonderful that's already here. And that is the type of energy that I want to instill in other people, because we're always looking for validation in our spouse, validation in our partner, our parents, our children. We're looking for validation all the other places but ourselves. And we need to stop that shit. And that is why I do what I do, and I do the workshops. I do Magical Mohead Morning 3 times a week, just to be the reminder of what you are capable of, what is on its way to you, as long as you fucking believe. And not that we're just gonna be sitting around here eating hot Cheetos, bitch. Like, you actually have to like go act on inspired action, but it's about like the trust and the feeling of like, oh, this shit's coming, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that's why I do the things that I do, right? I have so much free content. Like, I have yet to really push play on all the things to be monetized, but bitch, that time is coming, because the girl needs to like pay some bills now. But like, I have so many episodes that are free. I have done Magical Mohead Morning for 120 plus days, 100 and almost 30 days plus, for free. Like, baby, like, I'm out here. So I just want you to know that big things are coming, and it's only up from here. Okay? So Yo said, I love hot Cheetos. Yes, bitch, we're gonna be on that big sparkly pink bus eating hot Cheetos for everybody. She also says, love you, boo. Hope you have a fucking amazing B-Day. Yeah, shout out to us. Oh my God. Virgos, yes. I saw somebody the other day, like, when somebody mentioned Virgo, she rolled her eyes. I damn near wanted to like fly through the screen, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're good. I'm surprised. Like I said, I say this all the time. I'm surprised I'm not a Leo rising, because your girl has a bunch of issues. Shout out to everybody on IG Live. Man, this has been a blessing, and I say it all the time. Like, even when I'm here in the studio, like, this is a manifested moment. Like, me driving here to Culver City every Tuesday is like, and I can't help but be in a good mood and smile, because it's like, this is something I manifested. And here's the thing, is that I didn't think this was going to be it. Like, I didn't think it was going to be this beautiful of a studio. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was going to be with a network. Like, I didn't envision none of that. All I knew is that I wanted to do something professional. And then here, bam, the universe was like, here's a Good News Radio Network. Like, it's that fucking simple. Like, people don't fucking understand. Like, people don't get it. Is that you cannot max and limit your dreams. So when people are like, "Oh, my 5-year plan," bitch, what happens if it happens in 5 weeks or in 5 days? Like, don't do that to yourself. It will manifest when the fuck it's supposed to. And where we get stuck at is the impatience. Right, we'll hear it all the time. Like, when's my time? When's my time? When is it my turn? Bitch, when it's your turn. Like, what? That's the thing, is the beauty of it is, like, the more that you trust that it's going to happen for you, the faster it fucking comes. And this is coming from the most impatient person in the world. you know? So that's why the more that I am still, the more that I let go of that quote unquote control, because control is an illusion, right? Time's an illusion, control's an illusion. The more that I release all of that attachment, the faster this shit comes to me. So I can't wait for the day when people are like, oh, you know, you're an overnight success. Like, bitch, what? I've been doing this for a hot fucking minute. Like, it's about time, you know. But I trust, and I know that this whole episode may come off cocky as fuck, and it is okay. Swipe left, bitch, because that means that this message is not for you. You need to do more healing. You need to go work on that shit. Because I am here for the women who are fucking ready to jump into this pink sparkly bus, so that we could just fucking go. And Nico Fest was the catalyst to all of that energy. And by the way, it started with feeling like I had birthday blues. I don't anymore. This is what I needed. I needed to be on the radio and get this out of my system, and I'm so glad that I did. Yo said Virgos are patient. Wait, Virgos are patient. Be like Virgos. Oh yeah, girl, yes. Cocky or confident? You know, both. Right? That's also the thing too. I want to also for us to like stop villainizing these words. Cocky, right? Selfish. It is okay for you to be selfish just because we were taught and bred to be the fucking matriarch, the fucking rock of a whole family. Wait, no, I'm also losing my shit too. No, I don't have it all figured out. Stop. I don't want that pressure anymore. She says we're driving that shit in downtown Nashville. Bitch, I am picking up Goddess. We're picking up all the hoes that live in the Bay, right? And then we're driving cross country, right? Picking up whoever's in Texas because first of all, they need to get saved. Then we're going to Nashville, and then we're going to end with Divine in Florida. Like the end goal is to reach Divine. Like for real. Oh, my Momo said happy birthday to you. In Lola singing voice. Oh, my cousin, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Man, this is just beautiful, and I know that I kind of went off topic and all over the place. Hopefully, this worked for y'all. But I must say that these are the downloads that I've been getting, and I'm so glad that I'm here and just taking in these purple lights and this purple background, and Jackie being here with me with her big boobity. Because it's only right that I'm around big booties on my birthday.
On your birthday. All I want for my birthday is a big booty. Wish granted.
See? I posted that song. I posted that song on my fucking story, bitch.
Oh, bitch, I'm here.
And I'm manifesting. I'm telling you, I'm a powerful manifestor, but so are you, bitch. Just start fucking saying that. Start saying that you are powerful. Start saying that you are worthy. And I swear to God, it fucking works. It is not hard at all. And I want to just shower everybody and with that type of energy. We've been conditioned to believe that we can't before we even started. And I don't want to reside here anymore. And then I figured out why God didn't give me daughters. And it's because I have a bunch of beautiful women that I'm going to be out here just sprinkling fairy dust all over. It has to happen with a bunch of bad bitches right next to me. Because that's also the thing, too, is that once I started to believe in my bad bitchness, it's like all of these bad bitches came out the fucking woodwork. Like out of the smog, baby. Out of the fog machine. Okay? Like the amount of women who are out here thriving is amazing. And I'm glad to call all of them my friends. Like that is dope as fuck. So this was it. This was my birthday eve episode, y'all. I'm super, super blessed to be able to share these moments with you. My last year's birthday episode was recorded out of my craft room. And this birthday, it is here with you all. And that is super, super dope. I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I will see you guys next time. Shout out to everybody in the chat, to everybody who's saying happy birthday on Instagram, to people who told me happy birthday on the chat room, on the app. Like, this is so dope, y'all. I'm so excited to call you guys mine, and I'm super blessed to be yours. I hope you guys have a magical rest of your Tuesday. I will see you guys tomorrow. See you later. Bye. That was dope.
Woo!
44 minutes. That would have been dope. I should have waited 2 more seconds. It would have been 444. What's up? Shout out to you, girl. Thank you for saying happy birthday. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, a lot of people were in here. That's one thing I wish that we could save is the comments when you go live.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because shit goes down and you don't even notice it. You know what I mean?
Like you have to go